Right then, I've got to know, what's it like walking out onto Twickenham, onto the pitch at Twickenham?
Yeah.
For the first time?
It's just every time, man, it doesn't change. It's just unbelievable feeling. And the way that the stands are like on top of you, it feels like a coliseum.
Yeah.
They're quite close to the pitch, so the sound is very captured within like the stadium when you're on the field as well. Whereas some stadiums feel a bit separated from it. So
yeah,
when you get out to Twickenham, it's just it's unbelievable.
It's got to be like one of my favourite places to watch rugby. I try and catch some of the Six Nations, but what's the sound like? Is it off-putting? Like when you're on the pitch, do you?
It's eerily like not as loud as you think when you're on the field, but I don't know if that's because like you're focused on what you're doing. But the only time it sounds loud is like when you run out and you're kind of paying attention to it, and then you're in the game. You're just trying to make sure everyone's hearing your voice and you're being able to hear the information and execute whatever's in front of you. You know.
Yeah.
So
it's sort of game focused.
Kind of, yeah. It's a bit strange how that happens, but
bit like a boxer or something like that.
Yeah, I
like
guess
they
so.
just sort of zone out, and
you have to, and you've practiced all the time and you've rehearsed those scenarios, and then when it's happening, you have to like react to that one or make those decisions. So your brain is just like so focused on something, you don't really hear the sound.
Do you think like sort of your progression through becoming like a professional rugby player, do you think it's all helped with you getting used to playing bigger and bigger games to bigger and bigger crowds?
Yeah,
I think it's slowly sort of got you used to it.
Yeah, I'd say so. It was like, for some reason when I was younger, it was the same. I've always enjoyed playing in bigger games. Like if we had a cup final, or we played our local rivals when I was at Whitgift. We played John Fisher, and we had like, I don't know, between 3,000 and 4,000 people round to watch the game. It was like all round South Bank, Southfield. It was all like loads of people around there. It was crazy. So it was I've always kind of like thrived off that. It was always quite an enjoyable thing, especially when you get the victory in those days.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
In those big games.
What's your best moment in your rugby career so far?
Best moment. It's hard because they're all good for like different reasons. Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm loving being at Gloucester right now because we're really building on something pretty special, I feel, as a group, as a playing group, the culture that we have, our playing philosophy and what we're trying to drive to. I can see there's a massive room for growth, which is amazing, and we're already doing well, so that's exciting. Best memory. When I ran out at Twickenham, hadn't been in the England side for a while, and it was against Italy in 2015 in the Six Nations. Like when I ran out, like the reception from the crowd was like pretty overwhelming. It was pretty humbling as well, because I didn't really know how they were going to react, and the cheer when I came on is like it just went crazy, and it was like, you know, it made you feel a bit at home in a way, which was nice.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Like sort of like welcomed.
Yeah, it
like,
did. It was it was awesome how that happened.
Yeah, that must be up there, putting the rose on for the first time and just being like, whoa.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's weird because when I was young, like when I put it on for the first time, like when I was 19, 20, it was amazing, but it was almost like the next thing was just happening all the time.
Yeah.
So it was like you make your Wasps debut, you go to win the Heineken Cup final, this happens, you get England debut. It was almost like it was just step by step, and you didn't really get to fully appreciate it. But then when I came back into the squad in 2015, that's when you can really like embrace those moments.
Yeah.
That's what I loved.
I suppose when you're younger as well, like that's pretty much like the dream, isn't it?
Yeah, so
like,
you get there.
Yeah, so
quick,
then you get there,
but then
like you kind of expect it.
Yeah, that was
like,
what it was.
Yeah. So, who's got the worst hair in rugby in general? Worst and the best.
Worst and the best. I don't know, who could I call out on the worst?
Just banter.
There's a lot of interesting haircuts.
Yeah.
Jack always has interesting haircuts.
Yeah, what, like the rat's tail?
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what? It weirdly suited him. It was him.
I know. It's annoying, isn't it?
I couldn't pull it off, but he did. The best, I think. Christian Wade's always
Yeah.
changing his hair quite a lot. He quite enjoys his last year he had like the old school Fresh Prince Carlton
Yeah.
like side chop. It was
Yeah, that looks sick.
it was
Yeah.
quite cool. There's not that many rugby players that really like fuss over their hair like openly, but I know secretly there is a few that like really care about it. Like Billy 12 Trees, like he acts like he doesn't care about his blonde locks, but he definitely does.
Really?
Yeah.
So have you used any of the Johnny's products, and which of the products are your favourite?
Number one,
Yeah.
the number one paste. So like, I think because obviously my hair's pretty curly and that.
Yeah.
It helps it keep it a bit. Barber says like moisturised. So
Yeah.
I'm not too savvy on all the terminology, but I've been using that one,
That's cool.
and it's
Works. for
seems
you.
it seems like a good fit. And I'm gonna try the sports styling one for like game.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, you can look good at the beginning of the game, can't you? Like singing the
Yeah.
national anthem and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
There's not many rugby players' hairs that stays in place. So.
I think the only one was who was the old flyer for Wales?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his name, but his was like he used to go on the pitch,
Yeah,
and it
Gavin.
was slicked back, and he used to get off the pitch, and it was still
Yeah, his
exactly
hair's
the same
always
place.
immaculate.
Yeah,
It looks good to be fair.
yeah,
I've never been one to like do my hair before games and stuff, so I guess in the morning I'll just bang it in and it will hold. So that's the good thing about that product, you know?
yeah. So have you ever like wanted to sort of hit the Lions and do like a big Lions tour or anything like that?
Yeah, it would be.
Obviously that would be.
Yeah, it'd be like the pinnacle. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And you have all those end goals, but something I've worked on for like the last 5 years is like a day-by-day improvement. So as much as I've got those end goals, I just try and incrementally get better every single day. I write in my journal like what I'm doing, how I'm trying to improve, like how I'm trying to get better, and then that's all I can focus on. And then anything outside that comes in, that's great. And you know, a lot of it's down to someone's opinion. So for me, it's just making sure that I'm taking care of business. I'm improving every single time I can, even on little things. Then reflecting on that week or the 2 weeks that you've been writing things down, you see the improvement, and then throughout the whole season, you've got weeks and months of constant improvement. And for me, that's the only way to like tunnel my vision.
Yeah. Do you think you would kind of like if you were just focusing on massive end games and stuff like that?
You don't really have a path to get there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And like, as much as it's all great, which it is, but then it is just all satisfying your ego in a way. Like, whereas for me, I sleep peacefully because like, I'm doing everything I can every day at training.
Yeah.
Trying to get better, trying to improve, trying to help the people around me. And I think that's, if I set my focus all on that, then you know that's when, like I say, you can sleep easy at night.
Nice. World Cup.
I think you know the World Cup's always a great occasion.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of rugby fans, but I mean people who don't follow rugby avidly. People follow the country, you know, people follow
Definitely.
England. So I think it's a bit of a duty for English rugby to really promote the game, to try and get it club rugby out there even more so.
Definitely. And I think club rugby is like really growing in popularity now.
Yeah, huge, yeah, like, rapidly, but we can always do more. And, you know, football's the number one sport in this country, and it's
Yeah.
like, how do you take that number 2 spot and make it exciting and glamorous and people want to tune in, you know? So
That's it.
the coach at Gloucester, he's got a good mantra, which is like play to inspire, like whether it's the people of our town or within like the radius or people that come to watch. So I think that's our role, like on the field, and then off the field we have lots of community days where we go see people.
Nice.
Like we went to a children's hospital the other day, or we go to like a local school, or whatever we're trying to do is, if you're trying to play to inspire, then you're really trying to send a good message in what you're doing as well, which
Definitely.
is what I enjoy.
So have you got any hobbies, like anything you do in your spare time apart from when you're not training? And
it takes a lot of brain energy right now, man. Like having to do a lot of analysis and setting up teams for the next games. But I mean, hobbies. I love my music. You know, I love going to like films. I went to see A Star Is Born the other night.
apparently that's really good, isn't it?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Like incredible. It's my favourite film of the year. So
Really?
yeah.
Mate, my missus wants to go and watch that.
Yeah, it's perfect one to go with the missus.
Nice. What's that like when the All Blacks are standing in front of you doing the haka?
Yeah, do you know what it's like? It's so motivating.
Really?
It's unbelievably motivating. Like to see the passion that they have, the history that they have obviously behind it, the respect you have, you know, for other cultures and things like that. But then when they're getting up for it, it gives you the same buzz. You know, it'd be amazing. It's obviously amazing for them to be doing it, and they feel ramped up afterwards, and their energy levels are high. But watching it, you're like, you know,
you get pumped.
Your hair stands up. You're ready to go. Like it proper zones you into the game.
Again, like another team that I can imagine's quite epic to come up against is, like you said, Wales. Like a lot of history, like with Wales and England, and they're a good team, and I can imagine that's pretty epic. Like sort of travelling to that stadium. And
no, for sure. Like you go play at Millennium Stadium, roof closed. You know, they're all singing Delilah, like it's going. Yeah. It's echoing around the stadium. It's amazing to see like how people get behind their teams, the passion, all of it, and like the respect you have for both, you know, yourself and obviously the opposition. So like it's just incredible to be amongst those type of games, and like it just makes you feel when you get a chance to reflect within the day, like not just afterwards, but when you get a chance to like actually take it all in, it's pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Which rule in rugby would you change?
What rule would I change? I would just get more consistency. Like some refs, you have to play the game in a certain way around certain areas of the game. Like I don't think you should have to change the way things are happening because this ref is hot on this and this ref is hot on that. It's like just try and have one way of how it should be, so everyone can have some consistency rather than this team's good with this ref because they compete over the ball, and it's tough to do because obviously it's everyone's interpretation.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
it's nearly impossible to do, but I mean, just some form of consistency throughout European refs, English refs, Southern Hemisphere refs. So you know, there's no games where people are going, oh, we didn't play the ref today. And it, like, it just you're not there to play the ref. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're there to play the game, sort of thing. Yeah,
exactly.
Right, what's your dream team?
My dream team, Lucid, Ellis Genge, Phil Vickery or Carl Sinclair.
Got me Vickery.
I've got Red Vickery.
Vickery for me.
Hooker, say Dane Coles at hooker. Second row, Simon Shaw. Oh, it's actually quite tough.
It's hard, isn't it?
I'd say Joe Launchbury. Open side would be Tom Rees. He had to retire far too young, but 8 would be Billy Vunipola. On his day, he's unplayable.
Has to be, mate. Absolute animal.
And then 6, we'll put a young kid in and put Jake Pelledri in there. Who's I'm playing with at Gloucester. Yeah. He's done some pretty special things this year. Scrum half, Owen Redding, just because his service was exceptional. Yeah. I obviously want to play in my own dream team, so I'll play at 10. Left wing, Christian Wade, even though he plays on the right, but I've got Paul Saki on the right wing.
Yeah, shove him out there.
Yeah, so put him on the left, Saki on the right. Outside centre would be Fraser Waters or Jonathan Joseph.
Joseph for me.
Yeah.
When he's on fire, he's on fire.
On his day, JJ. Yeah. I'm gonna have to say Jonathan Joseph there. 12, I'd have to say Ricky Flutie back in the day. He was pretty unplayable. Kyle Eastman's world class as well. He doesn't get many people's appreciation, but Mike Brown, when you play with him, you understand like what he brings. He's solid. He's a very good player.
Brown.
He's talented. Yeah. He brings a lot of passion. I'm going to say Mike Brown as well.
Yeah, it's rare that like you see him mess up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's and you need so that solidarity
at the back for sure.
And in the air, like
he's a rock.
No one can beat him.
Yeah,
like he's just unbelievable.
Or I say Willie LaRue. That's tough on both of them.
You can pop him on the bench.
Yeah, I'd say Willie's impact.
Favourite try? You must have a favourite try.
I don't score too many, but I scored the winner at Welford Road in like 2008. Different century, but that was very satisfying because there was a big rivalry between Wasps and Leicester.
Yeah.
And they were trying to bully us, and when I scored the winner, it was just like, yeah, it was just satisfying.
Yeah, yeah.
All the emotion just came out. It was good.